On item 12, consideration of a resolution for first reading adoption under suspension of the rules. We need a motion to suspend Rule 12A and 9D. Ms. Simon?
I move we suspend the rules.
Second.
Moved by Ms. Simon and seconded by Mr. Gallagher to suspend the rules. All those in favor indicate by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? The ayes have it. The rules are suspended. We have item 0134 that was considered that was explained in executive session.
Okay. For resolution number 2012-0134, a resolution either accepting or rejecting the report containing findings and recommendations of fact finder Jared Simmer regarding negotiations between the county and the Ohio Patrolmen's Benevolent Association for a collective bargaining agreement covering approximately 139 employees in the classification of Protective Services Officer at the Sheriff's Department, and declaring a necessity that this resolution become immediately effective.
Motion to reject.
No, we're going to amend it. Make a motion. Okay, you making a motion to amend to reject? I think we need to first move it and then we'll make the motion to amend. Is that correct? We have to amend it because it's blank as it's written. So we've got to make a motion to amend it to either reject or accept.
We have to move first.
So let's move first. All right. Go ahead. Moved by Mr. Schrein and seconded by Mr. Gallagher on the motion as is written. And now, is there a motion by Mr. Germana to insert the word, amend the motion to insert the word reject? So it would read, a resolution to reject the report. All right, so it's moved by Mr. Germana and seconded by Ms. Conwell. Is any discussion on the motion to amend? All right, all those in favor of the motion to amend indicate by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? All right, the ayes have it. The resolution as now reads will be a resolution to reject the report of the fact-finding commission. Is there any discussion on the merits that was discussed in executive session?
Madam President,
Yes.
just for clarity, that the amendment is not just in the title of the resolution, but also in the body.
In the body, right. Right. All right, any discussion? All right, all those in favor of rejecting the report of the fact finder indicate by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? All right, the ayes have it. Is there any other items for business of the council this evening?
Madam President. Oh, Mr. Miller.
Mr. Miller, then you start.
I'll defer to Councilman Rogers.
Thank you. Madam President, there's something that I noticed in Ordinance 2012-0007 regarding the establishment of the Educational Assistance Program. We had passed an item in committee that I noticed failed to make it onto the actual agenda, or the item that's in our packet. Under
Page number?
page 14.
Okay.
In committee, we added an item numbered under section 2, directing the fiscal officer to establish the Cuyahoga County Educational Assistance Program Fund.
I'm thinking that probably the cleanest way to do this would be to put it on the agenda for the next meeting and file it as amended. With that?
Madam President,
Yes.
uh,
We're still in session, but we had voted on it as it was circulated.
I would, you could check with the law department, but the amendment was duly adopted in committee, and under our rules, amendments that are adopted into committee carry over onto the floor, and I think that if it's just noted for the record that the staff can correct it, I would ask if the law department would concur.
And that, but this is a section, there would be a section under under section 2 that's not included in the printed agenda.
The clerk would have the ability to correct any clerical mistakes,
Okay.
and this seems to have been, but as long as, I mean, I just sort of this is the, I mean, it made it out of committee, and the understanding
Right.
of everybody is that this is what it was.
All right, well, we'll make sure when I sign these tomorrow, that we make sure that we have that section included
But it's-
in the one that's sent to the executive.
the-
Okay. All right, anything further?
No, thank you.
Mr. Yes,
Madam President, I mentioned this to you before the meeting. I just want to make the council people aware of it. I know that it's an apology for me, really, because I know that our Public Works Department was trying to get you the draft of the RFP for the property disposition. I've been holding it up because I wasn't done going through it. So I know you're going to reschedule your meeting that was scheduled for tomorrow. Bonnie, she has really been trying to get me to be done with my review of it, and I just wasn't done with my review of it because just like you're opinionated about it, I was opinionated about it, and there were things that I had questions about. They weren't resolved, and I didn't resolve them until today. That isn't enough time to give it to you. I just wanted the whole council to know
Yeah,
that
and we just-
I
we
was
just-
a logjam there because I wasn't done going through it.
and
That's all.
we just don't want the RFP to go out until we have an opportunity to review it, because this is one of the most
neither did
important
I.
functions that the council
I get it.
has. And so we will hold up our meeting until we get it from you, and we assume that you will then hold up any action on your part till we have an
I
opportunity.
totally understand because I had the same reaction. I wasn't done going through it, and I didn't want it to go out either until I had
Okay,
done
all right.
seeing it.
Okay,
Madam President?
yes, Mr. Miller?
Councilman Germano is rightly suggesting getting back to the scholarship program, that it wouldn't hurt if we just pass a motion at this time saying that we're aware of the need for the technical correction and that we support it. So I would just make that motion.
Make that as a form of a motion. So
Yes.
you want to repeat it again?
The motion is that we affirm the version of the scholarship program as passed by the committee and sent to council, including the amendment to create the fund into which the money for the scholarship program would be deposited.
All right, so it's been moved and seconded. Any discussion on that? All right, all those in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? All right, the ayes have it. Anything else for the good of the order? All right, we stand adjourned. We will be back on July 24th, 5 o'clock.